Hello dear viewers, and welcome to the Conflict Zone YouTube channel. Today, significant developments unfold in the Bakman direction, particularly on the southern flank, where Ukrainian forces persist in disrupting the Russian offensive by maintaining robust control over key logistical routes. The ongoing challenge for Russian forces lies in securing these supply lines, exposing a critical vulnerability due to difficulties in conducting counter-battery missions against Ukrainian artillery. This weakness stems from the limited availability of artillery systems in the area, with most deployed to support Russian offensive actions in Ianka. Exploiting this vulnerability, Ukrainian forces have successfully targeted and destroyed at least 10 Russian vehicles, including tanks, armored personnel carriers, and supply trucks in the vicinity of the village. Notably, an FPV drone managed to take down a prized T-90M tank, recognized as the most heavily armored tank in Russian service. Meanwhile, reports indicate a complex situation within Ianka itself, with suggestions of Russian advances inside the village. Combat footage unveils extensive artillery preparations and bombardments employing guided FIB bombs, resulting in severe damage to the village. The focal point of the bombardment shifts to the southern part of the village, as evident from combat footage revealing widespread destruction with no building spared. Despite Russian advances, the situation exacts a significant toll, with multiple tanks destroyed on the streets. Ukrainian fighters on the ground report a dynamic and complex scenario in Ianka, acknowledging small gains by Russian forces to the north, including the capture of a few prisoners of war. To the north of the village, Ukrainian control of the forested hill poses a formidable obstacle to Russian advancement. Ukrainians maintain vigilant observation and effectively strike Russian positions within Ianka, posing a threat of potential flank attacks. Responding to this challenge, Russian forces deploy their aviation, conducting aerial bombardments aimed at weakening Ukrainian positions. Facing increased difficulty on the northern flank of Chesser, Ukrainian forces contend with frequent aerial bombardments, now becoming a routine occurrence. Russian aviation redirected its attention to Chesser following the capture of Daifa, intending to diminish Ukrainian forces before launching into urban combat. The mass production of a guided variant of the FAB 1500 bomb, carrying over 600 kilograms of explosive charge, underscores Russian intentions. In anticipation of these developments, Ukrainian forces strategically positioned themselves for defense, establishing robust defensive positions both within and around Chesser, including a ring-shaped defense encircling the town. Ukrainian forces have proactively established minefields and defensive obstacles in the vicinity of Chesser, anticipating potential offensive moves by Russian troops. Given Chesser's strategic significance, attributed to its elevated terrain and advantageous geographical position, it is likely to become the primary focal point of the impending Russian offensive. Captain Ilyach, from the Eastern Group of Forces, reported that Ukrainian troops have reinforced defensive positions within Chesser, strategically utilizing high-rise structures. As both Ukrainian and Russian forces gear up for critical operations, the heightened activity indicates the anticipation of Chesser becoming a pivotal battleground. Concurrently, Russian forces, capitalizing on Ukrainian reserve movements, escalated their operations along the southern front lines yesterday.